Hello, we are back with another great match of the YMCA Cameo Friendship Tournament, and we are pretty advanced already in the tournament, so this is one of the final matches of the loser bracket. We have SBHBS and LS228. I think LS228 is Yugiri or Keno, and the names constantly change, so casters like me are confused all the time. Here we have Amongus Walker. So SBHBS and Alice are on the right and lower part of the map. There's a rush already by infantry, which makes sense with these short distances they have taken. I don't know Amongus Walker who this is. And Niggadoki, I also don't know who this is. It must be of the team Protodark 333 GGG. And I think also Cakes. It looks like Cakes is not playing here, I guess. So I guess these are Protodark and 333 GGG. Infantry rush looks pretty good. He just built the light infantry, which is the right answer to other infantry. But I guess this tower will solve everything here. In the lower corner, we have a very similar situation. There's too many rocket troopers here for the adepts that are actually good against infantry, but the venom should clear everything here. So now some rockets would be good, but these are anti-infantry helicopters, so a very, very good decision by Alice to get those in this situation. The rocket hail bike, it cannot shoot on air. They are almost pushing through, but they have no solution for the laser turret. So that rush is going to end here. Oh my god, he's out of power. That's very dangerous. I have no idea why he's building oil pumps in the early game. The Venoms, I think they should just easily clear up here, but he should focus on these guys first. They can shoot on air. The rocket bikes with a hail upgrade cannot. Use the Venom, snipe out the guys, and you are good to go. Yeah, that's the way. Now you can take out the rocket bikes, easy peasy. Just go on this guy, and then you will take out the power plants. I don't know if that works. No, he built the next one already. This would not have worked. Oh my god, more committing to infantry. But I think the Cryo launcher here is a very good addition. It has long range, it's good versus infantry. The slow effect is a pain in the ass in such situations. Oh, but the second shot was not the right direction. But he retreated. He even has some Cryo troopers in the mix. I think that's a very, very nice addition. That should be an easy win for SBHBS here. This front looks the same as we already had it. Now with the Cryo launchers, he should be able to take out the turrets as well. Yeah, here actually rocket spike should lose, but he has a forward SAM side. That's a pretty good play. Makes a lot of sense here against the aircraft, but the infantry doesn't really care about all the missiles. I think he will now grind down with the long range stuff. Oh, he even has a Grand Canon. There's a very strong building on this small map. And I think Niggadoki will be taken out. This match remains interesting, but this year, okay, he's actually going away with the MCV. That might change the game a little bit and give him more chance, but he needs some defense. He needs to hold this position for longer, or his economy will be so much behind. Now he's trying it with buggies. I don't think buggies makes any sense here. He needs like flame tanks and some PDL in the mix, but he cannot build PDL as he has no tech building. Yeah, the buggies are too weak. He could now pop a tower, but it's much harder now with all the artillery mix. And I think he's just straight getting overrun here, this situation. We could look at the production, and indeed he is not building a defense turret, but he can't without the barracks anymore. Yes. He has engineers. He could even... Oh no, that's medics. Yeah, I I see, I see. So he's taken out. It will take long until he recovers up there. But he has taken out Alice in the meantime with all the rocket bikes. Not such a big surprise. Also the flame tank. So the match remains interesting. I don't know if he will be fast enough or just the rocket tail will take out everything. I don't know. A very interesting match here. So this rescue on top, it might have been the right thing to do. It could change the outcome of the game. If this is a long match, then at some point he will be back in the game and then it's a 2 versus 1, but not totally, but yeah, totally. I mean, this is just infantry, he can barely, he has no income. So it's just a matter of time until LS228 will be out of the game. I am a bit surprised. I don't know who exactly Among Us Walker is, but very strong to play so consistently good against Yugiri. Okay, he already has 4 harvesters back up there, so that's, I think, not too bad. He should get back into the game, especially since the other guys also only have like 5 harvesters. Oh yeah, good hits. Oh, that's not so smart. It's a harvester that says like, hey guys, I'm up there, just follow me and find our base. But he's lucky, he's really lucky that they will get out of this. Now we have an engineer, finally. But they're committing to different sides. The Crocanon, it's perfect answer to the rocket bikes. If he hits, the bikes just pop and die. But he is out of power now. How sad is this? It's the same as in the last match. Just get some UEs, like 1 or 2, and you are fine. You're good to go. He lost his MCV, he loses the radar now, and he just gave up. Wow. That was completely unnecessary, as his army was strong enough to win the game in a real fight, but he didn't force it. He has a slower army, so he needs to force a fight in the base, but what can you do? In some cases, a few rocket bikes, and you just, instead of winning the game, decide to rage quit, and then you have it. So, I think, yeah. He also left the... No, he won. Ah, yeah, he was his ally. So, sorry, I confused that. So, there will be a second match of this team. I'm quite interested how this will unfold.
Battle control initialized.
That's... But it looks so familiar. I'm not so sure if this is even a new match. Or they just played the same maps again and had this matchup already?
Battle control initialized.
So here we have Alice228 as Kryn and SBHBS as France again. I don't have... No, that's not the same game, because when these two teams played against each other already... No, I don't think they played. But then we had China here. So it was different matchup. So, and here's Among Us Walker. And Niggadoki on the other side. He is not again. I think he's Russia this time. Why not? And he's already committing 2 conscripts. He is the same. Interesting map choice. Let's speed this up a little bit until stuff happens. Oh, no. The fight is not happening here. No. So this time they are not playing as aggressive as before, even though this map would work in similar manner. Aggressive is, I mean, it's really possible here. Okay. We get artillery. I don't know. I I mean, you can play artillery, it's good against early infantry and stuff. But so much time has passed, you could already get some more advanced stuff. Yeah, now there's the Crown Canon. I don't know if the artillery has more range. It has range 14, the Crown Canon has 15, so no. So this should already easily defend the artillery. So on the bottom, there's also not much happening. We see some Tesla. No. We see some PTRs. Anti-air. Okay. He's already expecting the screen air push. We don't know. Okay, stuff is getting serious here now. We have some rocket tail bikes. His favorite one. And the Rangers. They scout the front line. Here's still nothing happening. So it's getting more aggressive now. We see some missile exchange, some Crocano fires. Really interesting. And an obelisk. There's nothing happening here. Yeah, the rocket tail bikes, normally they would be really good in this situation, but against the Crocano, you must be really fast. To get hit like really easy. It's again, the army of SBHBS is quite strong again, I guess. But this time it's much harder to go around with the rocket tail bike. So this is more for a direct aggression on this map. It's a lot of Cryo troopers for the PDL. Makes sense against the rocket bikes. Just needs to keep his army together and push and put pressure there. Yeah, that's the way. He could also base crawl a bit forward and build the Grand Canons. That would force him to build like really long range stuff that even has more range than the rocket tail bikes. So now on bottom we see a push with Apocalypse tanks. Okay, he fully committed. He got a Troshed and the Reflector upgrade. So we all know Reflector upgrade usually. Saboteurs, if they weren't revealed, they would be good. So back to this one. Reflector upgrade, we all know this. Energy weapons deal less damage. It's a very good pick against Scrin because Scrin has a lot of energy weapons, like per default, but Seekers are not. Corruptors also not. So in this case, only the Storm Columns deal energy damage. So it's okay to try to roll through the Storm Columns. The Troshed, actually, that's a chaff system that fires off chaff, so small projectiles. And the purpose of those is to break through PDL systems. So if you keep shooting these chaff, these small decoy projectiles, then PDL will be depleted. So the Apocalypse tank with these upgrades is basically a PDL breaker. I don't know, that makes no sense because he does not have PDL. Now he has PDL, okay. Okay. I mean, the Apocalypse tank usually you go rather with PDL and Troshed. And then you could rather get like a heavy tank with Reflector to soak up some energy weapons. But you could also go do it like this. I'll be like really interested how this goes. The important part is... Oh, wow. This should actually be a total win for SBHBS here. Looks so good for him. Okay, the bomber run was not too bad. It killed one Storm Column, I think. The point laser defense tower is half damaged. But now... Ooh, the Cyber Commando is throwing energy weapons into all the infantry. Okay, he has long range commit multi-launchers. Those are really dangerous. So now he's on his feet. They can stop a lot of bullets. I don't know if we're missing a big fight here, no. Yeah, so the multi-launchers are really long range, really good, because these missiles all split up, but they are also really good in stopping missiles. So the right approach here would be to either completely crazy break through, but he has also an artillery army and more like blockers in the front. So not so clear it's gonna work. He could just go for some pushes, shoot some missiles in there, because these guys are really squishy. They have 150 HP. Even these guys have double the HP, so multi-launcher, really squishy units. Either he goes for the breakthrough, because on the long range fire exchange game, they are better. But they have also PDL and flame tank, so makes it even worse here, I think, to just try to break through with firing on everything. Or you get some air units, like get the cheapest UEs. You don't need longbows, just some machine gun UEs, fly there, shoot a bit on it. You eat the shots by the SAM side, but it doesn't really matter because these 5 are taken out really fast. Should actually work. Here we see the big fight now. At the same time he's pushing, interesting. So storm columns are really spawning a lot of storms. They have point reflector armor, so they soak up a lot of this energy damage. I think that looks really good. That's a really devastating push. Might we see the same thing as last game? One guy winning on the one side and the other on the other side. It looks really good. I think the reflector fun has worked very good. It was just exactly what he needed. Soak up all the energy damage. The storm columns are not really useful. The tripods is the same problem. Yeah, I think he's breaking through. The Troshed would also overwhelm the point defense tower really fast. I hope we can see it in action, but he's not attacking, he's just using the normal movement. Why ever? You could just do stuff and kill this. I don't know what he's doing. So he has Berserk on the units. They are faster now. He just rides through for whatever reason. Nobody really understands the hell he's doing. Why is he not attacking valuable buildings? Anything. He's just going for the... Why not? Okay, now he could kill the MCV. That's super crazy. I don't get it. Why are you not using the Apocalypse tanks? What are you doing, man? Now you are against an army that I think is very good against you. I mean, it's cool to pinch the army, but I don't know, that was like an insane waste. Absolutely unnecessary. Just gave up all the... Okay, now he has the heavy tanks and he picked also reflectors, so he has no PDL. I don't know, this crazy ideas here. But the not player, he's just doing the right thing. Put more damage on the table, have PDL in front, just shoot the damn missiles. The damn missiles not really good against those guys here, but at least he's just barraging. Oh my god, what was this? Oh my god. Was there a toxin truck? He's market. Does he have a toxin? It looked like a toxin truck. Oh, I think we have to jump back to this part. I really want to know what the hell happened there. So bad we cannot rewind the replay. It's really bad. So this looks really horrible here. I mean, he's doing the same thing again, but with different tanks. The AP tanks have a bit of a problem because the guys have PDL. Whenever PDL is exhausted, is empty, and needs to recharge, then they can land damage. The Kronkanor, I think, saved his ass here. It's really good against reflector armor. But I think he's losing on his base now. I don't think he can hold that. It's just absolutely horrible. So I think that game should be won again for the same team. Then it's 2-0. We will run the replay again because I really want to know what completely destroyed this army here. Yeah, it's cool to have the PDL tripods. They're actually very good against this army. But he needs to get these guys out. These are the problem. He could even get some Seekers, run behind them and shoot from the sides and stuff like that. But that it's not gonna work to play the funny long distance game with these guys. It's not going to work out. He's just steamrolling the guys. He just runs away. You have the heavy guys that win a fair fight, but we don't fight a fair fight. We just fight from the distance and you can see where you go. So he now has a lot of trouble to survive on his own, but I think he has no chance in 2 versus 1. I don't think that's winnable for him. Oh my god. he has some funny habit of just moving in and losing his army. Like, I don't care, man. I just go in there to make a statement of I don't need units to be effective. I just have more of them. I just have so many. That's his style. So okay, here we get some new flame tanks in. I think the next push by these guys with some flame tanks in the front. I mean, he's still in the mindset of I'm playing this Kronkano guy with the missiles. So I need PDL maybe. Oh, here he has a tank drop in the back of the base. That's actually devastating. He doesn't really need these guys. I think what he needs is some reflector armor tank in the front, and then he could easily win with the rocket guys. He could, I mean, go together with the heavy tanks of the other player. They have already reflector armor and are fine. Okay, but he's now getting air units. Will he be able to build up a crazy air armada? He has these oil platforms and they are already bringing in a lot of cash. So he really committed to some crazy economy stuff, and it is actually looking good now for him. I thought he has no chance winning a 2 versus 1, but oh, there was a nuke. A nuke will come down somewhere here. Maybe we should, oh yeah, there's the nuke coming. But what a bad target, man. Just one power plant? Okay, I mean, you killed also a tripod. Oh yeah, sure. Just throw in everything. Yeah, that's all quite obvious, I guess. So his earnings look really, really good. But red player also has good earnings. But he does not have it from also from 3 oil platforms. So yeah, okay, he spotted the air units. And he's telling his teammate, hey man, air units coming, we should like do something, you know. Because this infantry is not really able to do anything. I mean, the guys are good, but without PDL protections, these missiles, these projectile disc, plasma disc, whatever, they need to be stopped in air, otherwise it's not gonna end well. So I think he could just build a naval yard and get some anti-air in the water. That would cover a lot. If he has Aegis cruisers, I think he does not have that as node. It would be a very good answer. So I guess. Okay, the army value of red is also quite high, but it's not the right army for the air units. Yeah, I don't know. It's still undecided, the match. He's not doing much anymore, I think. His income is horrible. And he's not really committing to any kind of army, so he's somewhere here. I don't even know where this number comes from, because he has basically nothing. Except for some infantry. I think Yugiri has a lot of warships. That's good. He's now committing to missile troopers, which are fine. I think if he only has the devastated warships, he could also go with some air units that shoot on air. We don't know. Yeah, that's not gonna work out, I guess. So I think he's back in the game and can actually win this if he's not like doing stupid engagements that make no sense. You never know. Oh, what a good force shield. Wow. Made a lot of sense in that situation. Delayed it, and now comes the counter push. I don't know. He must have seen it already, and then yeah, he's going up there and trying to save. Then yeah, just some super annoying venoms. Why not? That always makes sense. Oh, shoot, man! You need to take out the infantry. Oh yeah. So he does not really have an answer to this crazy air armada. Except for maybe these venoms with the focus upgrade that gives them more damage. Oh yeah, not too bad. Takes out a harvester, why not? Okay, maybe the PDL is not too bad against this army. It's like, yeah, with the rocket soldiers it's all good. It's absolute valid counter. Yeah, I think on the long grind they win this. It's great if they just come with some funny venoms I would say the Amongus Walker is the man of the match. He was good in the first game and he's also good in this game. Okay, so but now he takes out the Venoms, but a little bit too late. His income source was just taken out. So now he has 4 of the oil platforms. And the Soviet player is mining in the front like crazy. So his income is rising. Can't see that. Yeah, here now one can see it. Yeah, I think that's over. I don't see how Alice or Yugiri can come back from this. I hope he's Yugiri for real, and not someone else played for him, I don't know. But I don't think this is Cake, so... No, Tin. I think Tin is the teammate of them. Some funny back and forth. But let's be honest, he's like down to 1 harvester. A single harvester should hold out against 2 players. Where one has 4 oil platforms and the Soviet player has a crazy amount of harvesters. So his income is through the roof, but he's not yet building units. We will see. Maybe he just builds more harvesters, gets the Gatling upgrade, and then Gatling harvesters come. Could also work against the air units, so might be funny to see here. I don't know if this is the strategy. It's just something that comes, some crazy funny idea that comes to my mind. If we take a look at Niggadoki, he has no specialization points left, so he cannot get the Gatling upgrade for the harvesters. That would be the IQ 900 play, I guess. Oh yeah, he's just super annoying with these Venoms. He comes here and there, takes out a building. It's little stings everywhere. It's just super annoying. But this time he lost all of them though. Maybe it was not so annoying. It was just stupid. Okay, the harvesters are now already searching for ore in the base of the opponent. He is out of power now. He's holding out really well, but I don't think he's able to build up his army and increase it. Now the harvesters just go all straight to the base. If he just had the Gatling upgrade, the war miners, they would just shoot on the air units with all the Gatlings. It would be such a great moment. But it's also working since the splash damage. Oh my god, what was this? Was it a troll crate in the middle of the base? I don't know. I'm constantly missing these crazy situations where some crazy explosion comes at some point. I'm very sorry, but I will just watch it again. Oh, there comes a nuke down. And another one. The chemical missile and the cluster missile. I don't know. Maybe this game is over. But he's really trying to stay alive. He's basically winning by war miners and splash damage. That's the concept here. I have no idea why the ally is not coming. If he's like chatted, so hey dude, you know, no, there's no chat. Maybe they are in the voice, and he said no, I will try to do it with the war miners. Let me give my time. It will be so great. I don't know. Maybe he fell asleep, or maybe he's just like, man, I'm not gonna help you. This attack makes no sense. But it makes sense. He's taking out the buildings with the splash damage. Oh, but the tripod actually is able to kill those guys without splash damage. But he still lets the Devastators attack and loses another building. Lessons not learned yet. I don't know why the not player used the stealth, and he stealthed like some of the ally tanks, some of the screen units. I don't know. It's a bit ridiculous match at this point, but now he's attacking. Maybe he just really wanted to separate it. And I think this army is not stoppable for you. No, there's no chance. But he should really use the rocket soldiers against the air units. But he's doing that now, and the first go down, the second goes down. Now it's just a matter of a few seconds until this army is on the ground. And there we go. So I think that push is the final nail in the coffin. So if we look at the stats, I think it's quite clear Amongus is the man of the match. Also the first game I think he was really strong. I'm not so sure who this is, but congrats to the team. They have won at this point. I will start a replay again and go fast forward to the interesting situation. Hopefully I don't miss it again. Would be really stupid, but I give my best. Yeah, we'll see.
Battle control initialized.
Okay, let's go. So it was somewhere here. Could be a bit faster, I think. So we already see the first fights at the beginning. It was again the same situation, like SBHBS was really in a good spot, a good strong army, but he was a bit too hesitant, and like he should have put pressure and just mix in some other stuff. Help with some air units against the multi-launchers. I mean, here we don't see the multi-launchers yet, and the longer range of the Cryo launchers is sufficient for the rocket bikes. But then with the SSM launchers, it shifts a little bit. Situation is different. Here basically nothing is happening. Actually, it looks really good at that point. So now comes this funny cyber commando, and that's already a problem. Because he keeps lasering these infantry, and I think he should have just built the next one after he lost it. But still value. If he even gets some PDL protection for that guy, it would be game over already here. And he needs to think about new stuff, new ideas. So, yeah. Now it's clear that this will be your problem for the rest of the game. You need to take care of these guys and get some UEs, I don't know. Maybe get some water units. There's many possibilities. So we are getting closer to the situation that we actually want to see and understand what's happened. It looked like toxin truck, but I have no idea. I could not. I don't know. Yeah, this constant barrage of missiles is not good. Here we see this fight again. This was a really great fight. The reflector armor just made so much value. I don't know, after such a great fight, why he thought like, let's just drive through the base and not think about tomorrow. We just drive. Now this is the part. He activated Frenzy, his units get faster, he just decides to go to some crazy spot. Just move forward no matter what. I don't have no idea what the idea was. He attacks the supply depot. And he loses like so much of this stuff. This is like, here he loses his great Akatsia artillery against the tripods. He just split up his army, and it would have done so much more if he just moved in. I don't know. So here at some point must be the crazy situation. I don't know. This is a mobile gap generator. I have no idea where this funny explosion came from. It must be now happening soon. Does he build a toxin truck? Not yet. I don't know. What? Oh, this was the stealth! It was the stealth from the Nod guy. How crazy is this Tiberium stealth? Harmful to infantry. That's why all the infantry died, and there was not a toxin explosion. It was the stealth animation. Okay, interesting. So this was a really good move against this strong infantry blob. I mean, it's okay. Not usually has not the strongest superpowers here at the end. The chem missile is, and the cluster missile is 2 missiles. It's better than 1 nuke, but the Soviet nuke is just so much better than the chem missile. So I think having 2 missiles does not really compensate for that. But the Tiberium stealth killing infantry like that, it's very useful. It was not bad. He also invested in both. He has the stealth generator and the missile silo. So yeah, okay, I think that's fair. So I mean, we've already seen the match. There's no point in seeing it again. I just wanted to understand this funny situation. I think here was another explosion much later. I think there was just a troll crate down here. I don't know if we want to skip to that part because it's like far away in game time. Could still analyze the game a bit more, but I don't know. It's like we understand this already. So, and it cannot be anything else than a troll crate. It's charging up here. It will be dropped soon, and I think that's the one. That's the one thing we want to understand, and we will see it soon. So now the time is only 20 seconds on the troll crate. I think it will come now. It's ready, or maybe he forgets it for a long time. No, it's coming. There it is. This is the crate, and the very good spot for putting a crate that will be a nuke. So it's actually the troll crate with this troll face on it. A cargo plane airdrops a crate with a nice present inside. That's actually a nuke, and we have seen that already. So congrats to the winning team. It was a pleasure. Bye bye.